You've made it this far. After another day of challenges, of racing thoughts, of responsibilities that seem to have no end. Maybe the body is tired, but it is the soul that most asks for rest. It's not always easy to slow down. Even at night, the mind remains awake, reliving what has already passed, trying to predict what has not even arrived yet. But now, at this very moment, you have the chance to do it differently. You have the opportunity to deliver, breathe, and simply being. You don't have to carry everything yourself. Not now. Not while there is greater care watching you, waiting for you to calm your heart. Maybe the day was difficult. Maybe some words hurt, or the silence weighed more than you'd like to admit. But even so, you have come this far, and this is already proof of your strength. Psalm 35 reminds us that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And it is with this promise that you can rest, because no darkness is eternal, and no pain is greater than God's care for you. This prayer was made for you. For this moment, for this heart that just wants a little peace of shelters again. So now, close your eyes and allow this prayer to touch your heart. After a long day, all we want most is a place of rest, not only for the body, but especially for the soul. This prayer was made for you who came this far needing to take a deep breath, release the weight of your thoughts, and find some peace in the silence of the night. Maybe the day didn't go as you expected, and that's okay. Now, it's time to take care of your heart. You know, we can't always control what happens outside, but here you can build a safe shelter made of faith, of serenity, of hope. Therefore, in the next few moments, allow yourself to relax. Allow these words to be a calm, like an invisible hug saying, "You are not alone." Psalm 4:8 says, "I lie down in peace and immediately fall asleep. For you alone, Lord, make me live in security." That promise is yours. It reminds you that even when everything seems out of place, there's a greater presence watching over you. Now, you can rest. With faith, lightly, safely. Because as much as the day has been turbulent, as much as the mind still carries loose thoughts, and the heart is tight for reasons that you may not even be able to explain, there is something that remains unchanged. Divine care. This peace does not come from what is around you, but from what is inside you. It comes from the certainty that you are not alone, that there is a God who watches over your sleep, who guards your soul and silences your fears. And even though the world screams around you, He whispers calm within you. Close your eyes now and take a deep breath. Imagine that peace enveloping you like a soft blanket. Let it dissolve the tensions of the body, the noises of the mind, the accumulated anguish. Trust. Release. God doesn't just watch you, He sustains you. He takes care of the details you didn't even notice, fixes what went wrong, heals what hurt in silence. And in this trust, you can finally rest your heart, knowing that there is an invisible lap where you are always welcome. Have you ever stopped to think about how many nights God has sustained you in silence? While you slept, He lined paths, strengthened your soul, and prepared surprises for the new dawn. Each night that you surrender in faith, a silent miracle happens, that of being effortlessly renewed, just by the simple act of trusting. Don't cover yourself so much. Don't get hurt by today's. Wait. Let God's peace rebuild you from within, while the world slows down outside. And even if tomorrow comes with new challenges, you will awaken with another strength, another vision. Because those who sleep peacefully wake up more whole. And whoever rests in the Lord is never unprotected. May that promise be fulfilled in you today, completely. May the rest not only be physical but deep, of the soul, from the heart. And may tonight be the beginning of a new season, lighter, safer, more full of faith. If today something hurt you, if any word has been crossed, if any situation still echoes within you, breathe. Do not take this to the pillow. Delivered. Speak in silence to the all-hearing one. He doesn't need pretty explanations, only with an open heart. This is a moment of your own, where no one charges you, no one expects anything more from you. Here, you can just be. And this being is enough. You've done what you could today. And even if not everything worked out, you did your best, and that has value. Isaiah 40:29 reminds us, "He strengthens the weary and gives great strength to the one who is without strength." You don't have to carry everything yourself. God does not expect perfection. He reaches out to the weary heart and breathes new strength where there is frailty. In the next few minutes, you'll feel it. You will feel your inner self quieting down. Maybe you've spent the day trying to be strong for everyone, smiling on the outside and holding on inside. But now, you can let go. You can cry if you want. You can take a deep breath and let go of what no longer fits. Because the night is also a time of healing. You don't have to keep track all the time. Sometimes it is at the moment when we crumble in silence that God begins to rebuild from within. You don't need to prove anything to anyone now. Here in the silence of the night, you can just be. With all your pain, with all your doubts, with everything you have kept so as not to worry anyone. This is the time to allow yourself to feel, without guilt, without haste, without fear. The night comes as a whisper of care. It doesn't ask you for effort nor explanation. It just wants you to rest. And in that rest, God works. He collects his tears, listens to what his heart has not yet been able to say in words, and transforms everything into learning, into a new beginning, into strength to continue. Sometimes it is not the solution that arrives, but a peace so deep that it is enough for you to move forward more lightly. You are not alone in this silence. How many times have you gone to bed tired, thinking you couldn't handle it, and still woke up? This is also a miracle. This is also careful. Sometimes the greatest sign of strength is precisely allowing yourself to be fragile. So take a deep breath, let go of your shoulders, allow yourself to be welcomed by this night. Have you ever carried so much? Now it's time to rest, to trust that God is taking care of everything, even what you don't yet understand. And if there's still something inside you that tightens your chest, give it away. Say quietly, "I don't have to carry this alone," because you don't have to. Because there is a greater love sustaining you, even in the quietest dawns. Healing begins when you accept to be cared for. And the night, with all its calm, came for that to remind you that you deserve rest, you deserve consolation, you deserve peace. As the city slows down, as the world settles down, so can you. You have the right to rest without guilt, without anxiety, without haste. And more than that, you deserve this rest. You deserve this care. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." It is this rest that comes now, soft, cozy, profound. Not a rest that just falls asleep, but a rest that renews from the inside out. Give thanks, even if in silence, for what he managed to do, for what he learned, for what he faced and overcame. Gratitude is a balm for the weary soul. It transforms what seems little into a lot. She prepares her heart to receive even more tomorrow. And if something worries you, if tomorrow seems heavy or uncertain, surrender now. Leave it in God's hands. You don't have to solve everything now. The dawn is not for problems. It is for rest, for care, for trust. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds." May this peace take over now. May it envelop your room, your mind, your chest. In the next few moments, you will feel this peace covering you like an invisible blanket. It doesn't have to make sense. She doesn't need to explain anything. Because this peace does not come from logic nor from circumstances. It comes from above. It comes from a sacred place where pain loses strength and the heart finds shelter. Maybe you're tired of searching for answers, trying to understand why so much is happening. But now is not the time to think. It's time to feel, to rest your heart and let God's presence do what only it can do. Calm what is agitated, restore what is wounded, silence what is screaming inside you. Close your eyes and feel it. This peace has no form, but it has presence. It touches where no one sees, it heals what you can't explain. Sometimes it is only in the silence of the night that we can hear what the soul has been asking for days. And this peace comes as an answer, like a hug that does not judge, as a light certainty that despite everything you are being guarded, inside and out, in every thought, in every beat of your heart. Now imagine a soft light filling the room. There is no hurry. There is no fear, only peace. This light surrounds you, calms you, dissolves the noises of the mind and transforms every worry into confidence. You don't need to understand how. You just need to accept that it's real, that this peace is present, it is alive, and it's available to you now. Just breathe. And let it meet you right where you are. And even if tomorrow brings new challenges, that peace goes with you. Because it is not temporary, it is a promise. A reminder that when everything seems unstable, there is still a firm place to rest. God's care. So let this night be light. May your thoughts slow down, may your heart be calmed. And that while you sleep, this peace continues to guard every part of you. If there is guilt, forgive yourself. If there is hurt, ask for light. The night is the ideal time to start over from the inside. It is in silence that the soul speaks loudest, and that the presence of God becomes more sensitive. Breathe. You are being heard. You don't need to have all the answers today. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You are loved exactly as you are, tired, confused, imperfect. And this love is enough to rebuild what routine has tried to wear down. Lamentations 3:23 says, "The mercies of the Lord are renewed every morning." This means that tomorrow is already being prepared, that you don't have to sleep in fear. God is already in your future, taking care of what hasn't even happened yet. Calm your heart. Slow down the pace of thoughts. Place one hand on your chest and feel your own breathing. This is life. This is presence. And every beat of your heart is a reminder you are here, He is alive. And there is still much to live, with faith, with purpose, with love. If this prayer touched your heart in any way, leave here in the comments how you felt. Share your experience. It could be a word, an outburst, or just an amen to reinforce your faith. Sometimes a simple word can ignite hope in another life. And if this peace spoke to you today, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to continue receiving messages that strengthen your soul and renew your spirit. Share this prayer with someone special, someone who may need to hear that they are not alone, that there is still comfort, that there is still faith. Now, with a calmer heart, let us together raise this final prayer with confidence and total surrender. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May your night be blessed, your heart warmed, and your soul at peace. Until the next prayer.